All right, guys, what's going on? Levi Trumbull reporting here, and stay tuned. We have an unbelievable story to talk about today. We're going to talk about it in just one moment, but before we even do that, I just want to let you guys know to stay tuned. We are still working on the body cam footage as it relates to the unlawful, wrongful arrest of myself. Unfortunately, I'm the story in that one that happened on March 29th. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check out the previous video we put out. That is an unbelievable story right there, and we are going to be covering that in depth very soon with body camera footage. So without further delay, we are here to talk about just an unbelievable situation out of Washington County, Maryland. And guys, this might be the dumbest thing I have ever covered, ever. Like, this is ridiculous. So, Washington County, Maryland Commissioner John Barr has sued First Amendment activist Shaun Porter for $10 million for defamation, false light, and invasion of privacy. Now, what did Shaun Porter do to deserve a $10 million lawsuit filed in the Washington County Circuit Court, filed by two Baltimore lawyers on the behest of Washington County Commissioner John Barr? What did Shaun Porter do? Well, if you've been following Mr. Porter on Facebook or TikTok or wherever else, you know that Mr. Porter is currently in an ongoing, I would call it like a war with Washington County Board of Commissioners for a litany of reasons, but primarily because of the fact that they are trying to censor his speech. They're trying to essentially alter the form of the public meetings so that he cannot speak. And they've done that in a lot of ways that we'll talk about more in depth in the future. Now, recently, in response to Mr. Porter's beliefs that the Washington County Board of County Commissioners is stifling the First Amendment, he has been bringing protest signs to those meetings and displaying them, not just at the meetings, but putting them outside along his driveway so that the public, when they drive by, they can see them. And recently, Shaun Porter had a sign made up that was a parody on the very famous Supreme Court case that was an 8-0 landmark decision for free speech in this country, the case of Hustler Magazine versus Falwell. You will remember in that case, if you're unfamiliar, I should say, Jerry Falwell, the televangelist, sued Hustler Magazine and Larry Flynt based on a advertisement that was published in Hustler Magazine back in the day. And essentially that advertisement that was published by Larry Flynt in Hustler Magazine essentially was a parody on Jerry Falwell sleeping with his mother in an outhouse and getting drunk on Campari liquor. That was essentially the crux of the case. And in that case, the Supreme Court, because it ultimately made it there, ruled that Jerry Falwell had no standing and no damages as it relates to defamation, false light, or invasion of privacy. They ruled that parody is protected free speech, and the sign that Shaun Porter made up against John Barr is essentially almost verbatim the exact same take as the advertisement that was published in Hustler Magazine back in the day. Guys, this is insane. Washington County Commissioner John Barr has effectively and actually and realistically brought and sued Shaun Porter for the exact same case that was brought by Jerry Falwell that he lost in the Supreme Court, would ultimately go on to lose 8-0. The court would rule that this type of speech is protected under the First Amendment, and that parody and that satire is all protected. It is the exact same language as was published in the Hustler Magazine. And guys, I can just tell you right now, this is almost a disgrace to the legal system to bring a case like this. What these two lawyers were thinking to bring a case like this, guys, I have no idea. It goes nowhere. I can tell you right now, this $10 million case that John Barr has brought. He doesn't know it yet, but the only thing he has done is opened himself up to possible sanctions, possible limitless discovery measures by Shaun Porter. The discovery in this case will be extensive, but it won't even need to get to that because it will die on a motion to dismiss if Shaun Porter so chooses to file one. Guys, it's his case. However he wants to handle it is going to be up to him, but I can let you guys know right now, this case has absolutely no standing. And guys, it is journalistically fair to say that because this same case, this very same case, with the exact same set of circumstances, with the exact same factual background, has already been before the Supreme Court of the United States. How anybody on the plaintiff's side thought that this was a good idea, I have no idea. It is the literal definition of a slap lawsuit, and that's a whole different topic in and of itself. Slap suits, they're terrible, but this is exactly that, guys. So we can affirmatively tell you right now that this case has no standing. It will die as soon as the defendants in this case want to see it die, but perhaps they want to have some fun with it first. And guys, what happens next is yet to see. Shaun Porter has not even been served a copy of this lawsuit yet. When he does, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. So guys, that is the breaking news for today. Stay tuned, a lot of different things coming, and we'll catch you very soon.